Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boone on the Boone Show here, talking to you live from wherever the fuck I am. If I disclose that information, I have to kill you if you know exactly where I am. I'm just kidding, don't cry. Anyway, came on today, mainly because I'm bored. Figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit. Little update before I get into some ranting about politics like I usually do. Let's just get a little bit of update on the Minecraft server that I mentioned to you about, the Lands of Arathon, a Minecraft MMO that we have been handcrafting. We are getting close to being done. I think all of the major building has been completed. There's still a few things I have to build here and there. I have to build some forts. I have to build some dungeons for quests. We have about 20 quests done as we speak, and there's going to be 50 or more quests on launch. And those are throughout different types of quest lines. I made sure when writing the scripts for the quests that each quest line had at least 6 quests. And that just doesn't. And I had to cut down some of the quests on some of the quest lines because we're going to have special events throughout the life of the server, and those special events are going to include new unlocked missions. And those 50 quests that we're going to launch with are not going to be the only quests that are going to be available on the server. We will, in time, release more quests. This is just. We might even have more than 50 quests on launch. It just depends on what kind of time we have. But right now we have 50 planned. And by planned, like I said, I mean that's what we're planning on doing. And if I get to more, I'll maybe do more. As a matter of fact, I probably will do more because now that I'm thinking about it, I completely left out a faction, or I completely left out a group of people that we need to do quests for. Yeah, we got most of the major building done. We have 15 and 20 quests done. Excuse me. 15 and 20 quests done. I ordered the banner, the server logo, and that little 65 or 64 by 64 photo, the server icon that you see when you first go to log in. I ordered all those. I have those. I have unveiled the server logo, which you have seen if you like the Facebook. It's that fancy, the Lands of Arathon, with the swords. And then if you go try to log on to the server, you will see that we have put the new icon in, which is a shield, a really fancy shield with an A. And the server banner, which looks really nice, and I think you guys are going to like it a lot, is going to be uploaded to Planet Minecraft and Eye of Ender once we go. And we're going to, like I said, our co-owner, Julian, is going to be pumping a bunch of money into advertising, so we're going to put 300, we're going to have 300 slots open, available on launch day. Maybe we might take it down a notch, we might build it up. Depends on how many people react to the ad campaign that he is going to be putting up. So yeah, if you want to play, get in fast, and either that or, you'll see it. Anyway, let's get into some hardcore ranting now. I got into a political argument today. It wasn't really an argument. I was having fun with it. To me, it wasn't an argument. I was just having a debate. I was having fun. So somebody on Facebook posted something about when I read it, it went straight to politics, because he was talking about how conservatives, if a liberal saw a messy kitchen and the person asked them to stay for dinner, the liberal would say, "Yeah, let me help you clean," and they'd clean, and the Republican would say, "No, I'm not going to eat that, eat here." They'd leave, walk out, and not worry about their issues. So basically, about that, like I've said before, people that I understand that people need help sometimes, and those people should get help. But the problem is there's too many people that want help, get help, and stay on help. There's too many people that would just let the government come over once a month to clean the kitchen spotless while they get it dirty again. Like I said before, my grandpa has told me He's like, if you fall down a 100-foot cliff, a Democrat will drop a 130-foot rope to help you climb up, make sure you have plenty. Republican will drop 85 feet and tell you you're going to have to work your way up to the rope, and you can climb up then. Which when it comes to economics, if you think about it, the Republican way is the better way, because we don't want people to have too much leeway. The fact of the matter is that when you are on welfare or something, that's a crutch for you, so you can take care of bills or your family, or not bills, you know what I mean? You can take care of things, whatever you got to pay for. Take care of things until you can stand on your own. And there's this woman that kept commenting, and she's like, there's some people that don't know how to take care of themselves. I'm like, it's common sense. Job equals money, okay? And I'm not the greatest person at that. I haven't always worked. I haven't always liked working. I've been more focused on my music career, so I haven't made a lot of money in my life because I've been focused on other parts of my life. But right now, for the last 4 or 5 months, I've been working full time. I went to school for a quarter. I'm taking time off because my fiance wants to go to school, and her degree isn't going to take as long, or something like that. Whatever she explained, whatever she's going, because she's going to claim our daughter so she gets some more money. And when she's done, I want to go back. And anyway, she said some people don't get taught these things. And I was like, I dropped out of school when I was 16 years old, got my GED, did a quarter of school, and now I'm working full time, and I'm looking to move out of my parents' house. So, I just don't understand. There's like no excuses. I mean, I'm not saying that I went through the hardest trials of my in history. I'm just saying I could do that, and I'm a lazy fucking bastard. So why don't you go out and do something else? You know what I mean? And it did take me a while to get my GED. First off, you can't take your GED test in Minnesota until you're 18 unless you go to some weird classes and you have to go through this process to go take it early. I just waited and I started taking it. It took me a while. I didn't pass the test right away. I passed all of them but one. I passed all of them but two on the first try. I think there's 4 tests. I passed 2 of them the first try, and then I think the science one I failed by a very small margin the first time. The second time I passed just fine. And the math one, because math is my toughest subject, I failed that one 3 times. On the 4th try, I finally got it. So yeah, it's not. You don't even have to get that high of a score on the GED test. You really don't. It's super, super easy. And, even before I got my GED, I had some pretty good jobs. And the only reason I wasn't able to keep them, two reasons, I guess, is one, like I said, I like to focus on my music career. I really like that to explode. And 2, I have a condition. I have a what's the word? I have degenerative disc disease, which is, I don't really know how to explain it. It's basically a disc in my lower back that's dead. So when it comes to lifting or doing excessive work, or you know what I mean, like standing all day or moving all day, I can't even sit for very long periods of time. If I sit too long, I'll be in extreme pain. So if I sit too long, I'm in extreme pain. If I move too much, I'm in extreme pain. If I lift too much, I'm in extreme pain. I basically have to just be doing different things. If I sit, then I got to get up, do stuff for a little bit, go back to sitting, or you know what I mean. I got to switch it up. I can't just do one thing. And they really can't do anything for me, at least when I was a kid. I think I was like 15 maybe, 14, 15. They said there was no point in doing surgery because I'm a young person and I can live the rest of my life like this and just be in pain. And they said there was ways that I could make it better, but my insurance only covered 3 visits to physical therapy, and I needed a lot more than that. But there's ways to get around it. And then she's like, well, some people, she's like, education equals job equals money. And I was like, you don't need a good education to get a decent paying job. I didn't even have my GED yet, and I got a job at FedEx making $8.50 a week, which is pretty good, especially considering I didn't even graduate high school. That's something you can do. Anyone can do if they are willing to do it. Like I said, with my back, lifting those packages all day in and day out, and during the winter season, they wanted you to work 6 days a week. I just couldn't do it. I physically could not do it. As much as I wanted to make $8.50 a week or more, I just couldn't. I wish I could, but I wasn't able to. There's ways to get around things. There's ways to live You don't have to live off the government forever. And that's the problem, is that people get too comfortable sitting there getting welfare, and they don't want to leave because it's a comfortable, lazy spot. And that's why socialism won't work, is because people are going to get lazy, not going to want to do anything, because they're going to be getting everything handed to them for free for not doing anything. It's capitalism motivates people to be better. Capitalism motivates people to do things. You know what I mean? Capitalism drives the world forward. Okay, money is king. Money drives everything. Like Tyler Olson. Tyler Olson said that he was mad because they weren't going to serve family-sized pizzas anymore at Chanticleer. The fact of the matter is that it might be costing them a lot of money to make those pizzas because they're really big. So maybe they figure they could save money if they got rid of it and cut down to just large and whatever they have, because they're spending too much money on dough, or maybe because they don't want to charge so much. They don't want to charge too much money for their pizza. They're not losing money, but they're not making as much as they could because it's so big. I don't know. Everything's money driven. You know what I mean? No matter what. If Microsoft and Sony didn't care about money, why would they compete to make one of their products better? And that's why things are so great in America and in the world, is because people compete to make their products better. Apple competes with Samsung for their product to be better, and back and forth. If only one person did it, because only one person had the motivation to do it, because everyone else is a bunch of lazy pieces of shit, you'd get a fucking cut-rate piece of shit product, and it would be, it'd be a piece of shit. That's just the way it is. There's no way around stuff like that. You got to have something to drive people. The money drives people. And when you just give people money, there's no drive. And it would be great if all of us could just live in a fucking happy wonderland where the trees were made out of fucking lollipops and the goddamn rivers were soda and the fucking clouds were ice cream. But that's just not the way fucking things work. And if you voted for some Bernie Sanders at all, that's the way you think things are. So you got to have something to motivate people to drive them forward. And money does that, because money buys you things, and buying things makes you happy, and buying things makes your family happy, and this and that. You can't do anything with that money. So if you get that drive, then you're going to drive forward. But if you don't have the drive to get money because you're getting it for free, you're not going to drive forward. That's the whole problem with welfare, and that's why people take advantage of it, and it fucking pisses me off. You shouldn't... to me, if I had to go on welfare, it would be shameful. I'd be really ashamed. I wouldn't talk about it to anybody. I wouldn't want to tell anybody about it. That's bullshit. I don't want to tell people that. No, that's... I'd be ashamed of it. I'd take it, and, actually, I don't know if I would ever take it. I don't think I could make myself. But if I had to take it, I would take it, get back on my feet, never speak of it again, because it's a shameful thing. I think it's a shameful thing. You shouldn't be proud to be on welfare. Don't be my fucking sister and be proud to be on welfare. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking crazy. And I'm not even the best example of a person. I haven't always worked. I haven't always done this. I haven't been the most successful person. But I'm sitting here telling you this. And I don't blame anybody else for my failures except for myself. My shortcomings are my own fault. I mean, I guess I can't help that my back is fucked up the way it is. But I'm not talking about that. Just in general, I can't blame anybody else. I can't blame the conservatives. I can't blame the liberals. I can't blame anybody. It's you. It's all you. You mold your own future. You cause your own fate. You drive yourself forward. Nobody else can do it for you. People can help you. Sure, people can help you motivate you. But they can't do it for you. Only you can do it. Just kind of pisses me off. Everyone plays the victim, takes free shit, and stays that way. Happy, fat. I always see memes that say welfare. It shows like a cart full of food or a refrigerator full of food, and it says welfare, and it says working class, and it just shows a refrigerator or a fucking cart that has minimal amounts of food in it. That's true. People like my sister, or people like that, they get $500 a month, $500 some dollars a month just for food. That's a lot of food, man. I don't know if you realize that, but that can buy you a lot of food. That's a lot of food. $500, that's just for food, but she gets cash assistance and other things. And people get cash assistance and other things. Those are the things people buy. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I have no time left. So I'm going to hop on another episode here because I'm not done talking. So let me just hop on to another one. I'll talk to you in a minute.